Dear viewer, welcome to SBC. This is Stop to SBC program, which is always coming to you from me, Amer Mayom. Today I came to Newly and we are here to discuss a lot about the border agreement, the custom, and this is the commissioner of who is here at the custom border, who is actually viewing and taking role of how the imports and the exports, vehicles and clearance that are taking place and from the borders up to South Sudan. He's here and he's the overseas of everything. And I'm here to talk to him today about all these things, the overview and how things are going on at the border, which is actually here. Welcome to the program. The Commissioner is such a privilege to be here with you, as I said before.
Thank you very much.
How are you? You okay?
Thank you.
And you look smart.
I'm good. Thank you.
All right. Apparently, let's go straight without wasting time. Can you talk about the overview of this custom at the border?
Yeah. Thank you very much, Amer. And I'm happy that you guys come here so that you understand how we operate. I'm Maj.Gatluak Riek. I'm the Assistant Commissioner on the border station. Custom has a lot of some specific role that it plays. Our role here is number one is trade facilitation. Custom focus on how we can facilitate legitimate trade, a trade that is legitimate, so that at least our economy perform, and then citizen important trade, which is international trade. And then number two function is protecting our society. When custom operate, we have to make sure that goods that are imported in the country are goods that are not restricted, not forbidden, because there are illicit trade that may happen, maybe through smuggling, through illegal importation. Custom is here to see to it that all goods that are coming into the country are not harmful to the society. The last main reason is the generation of revenue. Our main task is to collect the revenue for the government budget. These are majorly the three important roles that custom play here.
What do you say about, you mentioned something about smuggling. When we were coming from Juba to here, there was a norm car we was taking here. Those things, our citizens, the youth of this country are really struggling with the drugs. And they are not focusing. Most of them lost life. And there is a lot of harm to the communities, the families where they come from. And it's because of this. How do you allow these mirrors and some other drugs to come from East Africa? I mean, let me say, because we are all part of East Africa, from Uganda up to here, and cross the border to Juba. How is that?
Yeah, thank you very much. There are government of South Sudan restrict the importation of alcoholic beverage. There are some alcoholic beverage that are restricted, like any alcoholic beverage that is being packed in a small quantity, like let's say less than half a liter. This one was restricted by the government and they were forbidden to be imported. But beer, some whiskeys, and other alcoholic beverage are allowed. They are legal import through the border. They declare legally, they pay the taxes, and then they go into the country. But Mira and other drugs are forbidden. Whenever they happen that they find their way into the country, this may be through smuggling. Yeah, it may be through forest route. Because our border is not sealed, it's not fenced, and then there are many fanya routes that this smuggler use. For example, they may be coming through the river here, or they may be just using illegal route, maybe using border cars, and then when they reach somewhere in the middle, they will put them into the car and then they go.
What
But
security,
before they reach,
if they are using the Panya roads, like you say, the riverside, others are using borders and all that, I believe at the border there is security, which is checking in the incoming and even the outgoing. Like, there is no fence that can prevent the border, the smugglers to come in. And there is security in the border, at the border here. What kind of security do you have here that allows the smugglers to import or to transport their things to the city?
Yeah, we have all the security agencies here that are working with us. That include the CID, the National Security, the Military Intelligence, Professional Standard and Border Police. We are really trying to prevent those smuggling, though it is not 100%, because our country operates only at daytime in most cases. You will find that some smugglers use routes where people don't even pass on. Since we don't operate 24/7, sometimes it is challenging to control those smugglers, especially at night time.
What time do you close?
Yeah, we close at 7. Because we have the issue of electricity, the issue of security. Yeah, we close early. Yeah. We cannot control the smuggling 100%. Even those countries that advance, it's impossible to control it 100%. But I believe we are trying our best to reduce it to a lower level possible.
Okay, Commissioner, in case the smugglers reached to the city, do you have the assistants on the other side of the city that can oversee whatever things goes in, because you cannot control the situation, and the criminals have all the ways to go by any means. Do you have some of the officers that can oversee whenever they reach, like the cross here, whatever to your knowledge, but when they reach the other side, they can block them because they will know that this is where they are coming from? Do you have some of this security in the city?
Yeah, we have our anti-smuggling team that is a station in the city. And it is also stationed in Juba Bridge, the main bridge.
The main bridge?
Yeah, the whole bridge, both the whole and the big bridge. And we have deployment all over the Juba city to monitor those smuggling goods that may escape here without our notice. Yeah.
Okay. And if we are to put it to the side of the importers and the exporters of this that are coming from outside and even from here to our side, what type of goods are allowed to enter the country according to the custom rules and regulations?
There are various goods that are allowed to be imported to our country. I think the only thing that is prohibited is the truck. Someone is not allowed to import truck, like Bangi, this Mirati, and I tell you, some alcoholic beverage that come in small volume because when like there was some alcohol that was put into the back into a small bag those days. That one was prohibited by the government to be imported. And we have our Bureau of Standard also that help us monitor the standard and the quality of goods that are coming into the country. But generally, many goods are allowed to be imported to the country because our country depends on import. I think we don't produce, we only import. Yeah.
How do you cooperate with the Bureau, with the National Bureau of Standards? Because they are all doing the checking of the expiry goods and the things that might be having a lot of chemicals. Or can I just put with that? How do you cooperate with this? Do they have an office here that helps you when the importers comes in the goods and they check out what is nice to come to the country or this can be taken away? Do they have an office here that can collaborate with your team?
Yes, Bureau of Standard office here. They have a staff that are deployed here. They have the laboratory here. Whenever we do the inspection, the physical verification of goods, we involve them. When the process starts, they must have an officer there that inspect those goods for us, with us together, and then they take the sample, take it to the laboratory, especially for food stuff. It is a requirement that a sample should be taken first to the laboratory, do the test, and when the good qualified to be good for human consumption, this is where we start our clearance process after the Bureau of Standards do it.
Now, when people comes from the border, you know, these trucks that comes from Uganda, Kenya, there is a lot of traffic that when they reach the border, this one need to check in, the other one need to go all these things. And I believe you open at 9, isn't it? Am I right? Yes, and you close at 7. It's too early. What do you do with the traffic that is now at the border and they need to be checked in? How faster can you help so that the traffic can be released and the goods enter the country?
Yeah, that is actually the biggest challenge, Amer, because we're doing manual verification of goods. You can see this big container. When it comes here, we have to upload it. We have to count the goods inside one by one, and then after that, we do the clearance process. This one actually caused a lot of delay. And for us to improve on that, we need to have a scanner where you will do non-intrusion verification of goods or inspection, where you can identify some high-risk goods which can be subject to full physical verification, but currently we don't have it. We also have challenge of some working tool, and then the environment itself, the work environment. You'll find that we have only few warehouses where we do physical verification. Like in this building, we have only 6. We have around 5 down there. Those things are very few. They really cause delay. You will find that a truck can stay for an average of 2 days before it is clear. This is a big challenge, but we are trying our best to make sure that goods are clear on time. By sometime identifying good companies that are not that are really complying with the custom regulation. Sometimes we subject them to verification, but when we realize that this company compliant, maybe declare very well, we can do minor physical verification and leave the truck. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. JPO, we are going to go for a short break and we shall be right back. Stay with us. Dear viewer, welcome back from that short break. We are still here with the Commissioner at Border, namely Custom. He's here discussing with me about the importers and exports that are coming from other countries and that are going out from the country. We are here to talk and highlight a lot about this so that we all should understand how this works. So stay with us and as we continue with the program. Welcome back, dear Commissioner, from the short break. To continue, I would like you to talk about the steps that are involved in the importing the clearance that can make the work or to make the importers assess or process their imports or their goods easily.
The process?
Yes. The steps that are involved, like what are some of the steps that the importers and exporters have to follow so that they process their goods in the country?
Thank you very much. Recently we have an office in Mombasa, we have office in Kampala, and also in Gulu and Eldoret. When you are importing goods to South Sudan, you make sure that you prepare all your documents, the import license, the invoices, the bill of quantity, and many others. Then, when you are importing through Mombasa, we have an office there where you declare your goods. You declare them into our office there, and then they process your declaration, they generate an invoice there. We have two invoices that are being generated, both LSP and dollar. After you generate the invoice, then you will be required to pay before the truck is released, before the container is released, goes in Kampala and Nairobi or Mombasa. You will be required to pay the first invoice, that is the US dollar invoice. After you pay your invoice, you can pay it anywhere in the bank, either in Namli or Juba, all over South Sudan. After you pay, because we have already a automated system where when you put your declaration, you'll be able to view your invoice wherever you are. Then after that, when you do the payment, the container will be released to us here to Namli, or maybe if it is going by Kaya or Nagabar, wherever the port of entry that you choose. After you come here into Namli, we do our physical verification, because at the port where you maybe in Mombasa or Eldoret or Kampala, they don't do physical verification. But when you reach Namli here, we now do the physical inspection of the goods that you declare. Then we compare them with what you declare and what is actually in the truck. After that, when we found that what you declared and is matching with what in the truck and you pay all the payment, then we release you. We don't need to subject you to other process. But if we found that you under-declare or you maybe misdeclare, we will be able to subject you to further process, and then you pay the difference. After that, the truck will be released after completing all the payment here at the border. Because most of clearance at that border, not at the final destination. Okay.
Now, if somebody is found not cleared everything from where they start from, you said you have an office in Mombasa, in Kenya, Edwards, you have one in Kampala. But if somebody pass by without going for clearance and then come to the final border, which is South Sudan,
Yeah,
what do you do this kind of person? Can they send back to go and clear first and then to follow all the steps, or you complete the whole thing here?
No, they cannot be sent back. They complete the whole thing here because we have our system. It is just that you have your clearing agent, you give him all the documentation, then he apply into the system and launch the declaration, and then complete all the process here.
Okay.
There will be no need again to
go
attend
back
the trial.
there.
Yeah.
That will be a long process of going back to
Yeah.
Commissioner, what are
We
some
can
of
do that.
some of the challenges that you are facing during the importing and exporting process?
Yeah, we have a lot of challenge. Our people, they don't understand how the custom operates. You will find many traders are not informed on what are the requirements that you need to do when you want to import goods. You will find someone making this declaration and a declaration. And then we have also our custom clearing agent that are actually not honest. Most of them, they do forgery. They try by all means to do smuggling.
Yes.
Yeah. And then we have this challenge of infrastructure. As I told you before, when we do an inspection, we have to do it physically, using our own body. Like this port pit container full of different goods. You need to upload them, count them one by one, which is really challenging.
It's very challenging.
Yeah. We also don't have some equipment like weighing machine and forklift. And then, as I tell you, the shelter where we do the qualification is also not there. We have only very few of them. Yeah. And then the problem of lack of skill.
Lack of skills, yes.
Yeah.
Use the machine.
Many officers are not trained. There are such challenging.
There are some training process that you set up since you step in the office with your boss to train some of the officers so that they can qualify for the job that they are doing.
Yeah, recently JICA is giving training on some specialized areas like the rule of law origin, the harmonized system, and evaluation. Yeah, we have had a training last 2 months back, and then there's another training that is coming in November. This has actually impacted us, but we still need more practical training to our officers so that they handle this complex process of custom clearance. Yeah.
What is the qualifications of an officer to work to do this kind of a job?
You need to have a minimum of a bachelor degree for you to be an officer, and you really need to go through custom training.
Okay.
Through certain training so that you understand. Because when you come from a school, what is taught to you at the school may not be matching with what
Exactly.
they are doing
more
here.
theory. This is practical.
Yeah, but currently SSRA is working on opening an institute, which is South Sudan Institute of Revenue Administration, which with support from African Development Bank. The infrastructure are already there. They are now working on curriculum, training of TOTs, so that that institute is strong. At least that one will really help, will improve.
According to you, Mr. Gatluak, where do you take the revenue that you collect from the importers and not only the importers, the traders actually?
Yeah, the revenue is...
Where does it go?
It goes to the Minister of Finance. Our work here is to make sure that revenue are paid, duties are paid, taxes are paid, and all the payment are done through the bank. There is no physical cash payment here. And the revenue is paid through block account, which is completely managed by the National Minister of Finance. In every 15 days, we have to remit whatever the revenue we collect, and then it is now the Minister of Finance that will spend the money.
You like this kind of training is supposed to be sponsored, because the one you're getting from here is supposed to also be having. Okay, you're supposed to have the budget for your officers or for your workers, so that they sponsor the training to go through. Okay, it's clear enough. It's not something like something that is a big deal. How does the custom department verify the volume, the value, and the origins of goods for traffic assessment?
Yeah, we have. When you declare your goods into our system, we have our valuation department where you present your document. That includes the invoices, the bill of quantity. I mean the airway bill, the parking list. And then it is our valuation department that will see. For instance, if you bring an invoice that is maybe because business people will always want to exploit the government. Yeah, we have a valuation guide. We have a book, our tariff book that guide our officers to value goods. Whenever you declare you present an invoice that is low, they will refer to that tariff book and check the value of that good that you specifically present. And then if the invoice is low, they will now prepare to use the valuation book and then tax you accordingly.
With the Ministry of Trade, which is in Nigeria, what kind of collaboration do you have with that ministry? How do you work together as a team to overcome the challenges or to put things in order as a commissioner, assistant commissioner of this council?
Yeah, the Minister of Trade present here. They have office here, they have also working with us here. We work together with them. They actually depend on us because whenever we finish our process, we present all the documents to go to them first. After we finish our process, the document that we refer to them. We are even sitting with them here. They are sitting with our team.
Okay.
Their role is to check the import license, because whenever you import goods, you must have an import license. Yeah, it is a role that could be done by custom, but it is still being handled by them. They are present.
And how do you handle the situations when the document from the ministry is late and it is you on the process to to clear out.
When
How do you handle that process when the document delayed to come, and then you are on the process, you're clearing
the document from
yes
the
ministry?
yeah, the Ministry of Trade are here. Whenever you don't have import license, they will not detain you. They will not tell you to return the goods, but they finalize you. Yeah, there's a penalty where you will be finalized when you don't have import license. Yeah.
What are I'm seeing there's a lot of there are computers. Everyone is busy outside there, and there is the security set. People, too much technology. What are some of the things that you are lacking, or some of the things that you need in terms of technology, so that you get equipped with your members?
Yeah, in 2022, SSRA launched e-custom. Yeah, before that year we used to do our manually. Everything is to be done using technology. But from 2022 up to now, we automated our process. We have a system called e-custom. E-custom.
What is it?
Yeah, it is a digital system that you use to collect revenue.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like when you want to declare your goods, you don't need to. You sign into that system. You enter all the data.
The information.
The information, and then now the officer will be able to view it and review it, revise the calculation. We do tax calculation in that system. We don't do it manually. Actually, we have challenge. We have this issue of the infrastructure itself, the internet issues. Most of the time, you find that there's no internet will cut off. And the issue of power also, because we're using generator, which is much costly. Whenever we run out of funds, sometimes the generator may stop. We have very few computer and IT equipment. Yeah. And then there is also a challenge, lack of skill. Many officers don't understand how to operate the system, which will also need more training. Yeah.
You talked about the solar, the generator, using the generator.
Yeah.
Are there solar funds that you have over there, or just only that you're using?
We're using only generator. We don't have solar.
That is something you need to work on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Is the system working?
Yeah, the system is working.
Yeah, that is okay.
That's why you see me using my laptop and my desktop. Yeah, I can view everything here on my desk.
Okay.
Yeah.
What? You said E what?
E-custom.
E-custom.
Yeah.
Okay, e-custom is still working. That's good. We are coming to the end of our program anyway. What type of recommendation would you like to give to improve the custom and the trade facilities in South Sudan as Assistant Commissioner Gatluak Riek?
Yeah. Thank you very much. Custom need a lot of work. We are now in 21st century where there is a complex in trade. You see that the volume of trade has increased, and this one will need a modernization where you need to digitalize most of the process, and then the training to our officers, then investing on infrastructure like scanning equipment, warehousing, and then collaborating with with other countries so that we also learn from them, and then whatever we see can help us in this country.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Thank you, Gatluak Riek.
Thank you.
Mark.
Thank you
It's
so much.
such a great pleasure to have you on this interview today. It's so important and I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Dear viewer, I say we have reached the end of our program, and that was it for today with Assistant Commissioner Gatluak Riek Mark, who is here at Newly Border Custom. He's the one of us watching or seeing each and everything that is taking place, the importers and the exporters that are taking place at this border. This is the right person, and I am here today to ask and discuss a few things about whatever job they are doing here and how the traders are moving along the country and what is good for the economy growth of this country. So this is why I'm here today, and it's a great pleasure to be here with him. And to you viewer, I say thank you for being here with me, and we have a lovely afternoon. I am Amer Mayom. Bye bye.